What is an EB-5 regional center?
Okay, very interesting topic. These days, a lot of IT company owners and a lot of Indians or Southeast Asians, including Japanese or Chinese, a lot of people are, coming up together, teaming up, and they're starting EB-5 regional centers. First of all, we need to understand, what is a targeted area, what is a rural area, what is a non-targeted area. See, immigration has a policy that if you're bringing any business into this country, or if you're investing substantial amount, or if you're creating employment, the purpose is that you're targeting certain areas where there is, high unemployment. And those are targeted areas in America. And the second is non-targeted, is like rural areas. These are the two basic, things we need to understand when people are trying to set up a regional center. So when people are starting up businesses, it could be a real estate business, it could be a motels, it could be restaurants, it could be any business where they are starting up an enterprise, a new commercial enterprise. That's the word which is used in the legislation. If you're starting up a new business commercial enterprise, it could be a corporation, it could be a joint venture, it could be an LLC, it could be any of those. And tomorrow you're coming it as a private, and then you're going in public as well. So, for example, if you're starting a company and as an investor, for example, if somebody is on an L1 or an H1B, they have some idea, they have money. So they're starting with a new business enterprise. And they can also, as a promoter, they can also apply. They can also start an EB-5 center, a regional center with their idea. And they can also go in public and get some investors to invest in their enterprise. And they can also apply for a green card. And even people who are investing into that EB-5, a regional center, can also invest money and apply for a green card. So, as I told you, the first thing is people need to understand the targeted areas where there's a high unemployment rate and rural areas. And the immigration has classified these areas, and you can find out online which are these areas by Google search. And if you're investing money in those areas, then you have to go back to the immigration and make an application requesting the immigration to notify your enterprise as a regional center. Typically they're taking 8 to 17 to 18 months, and for making an application with the regional center with the USCIS, the immigration fees is about 17,000 and change. I mean, you have to pay the fees to the immigration, and they're taking the applications. They will take 8 to 18 months time for processing your application as a promoter, because you might have money, you might have an idea, but if you want to generate more than 10 people employment in a notified area, there are so many compliances to be done. There are compliances for state law purposes. There are compliances for federal law purposes. There are compliances for security exchange. For example, if you're starting up a regional center, that means you're raising money from public. When you're raising money from public, that means you're accountable, you're giving some stocks. So that means a Security Exchange Commission will come in play. That means you're raising investment from people, and you will have to have a separate account called an escrow account. And what is the rate of return? Are you going to return this money, or is it a risky investment? Because you're raising public money and they're investing money in your enterprise, and because they're investing money in your enterprise, they can apply for a green card. They can apply, means husband and wife and children can apply for a green card. I mean, the fees for itself is more than $11,000. I mean, it takes 2 to 3 years to get a conditional green card for an investor.